All right, boys and girls, today we are going to talk about something very specific, and that is motorcycle jackets. Now we're going to talk about four very specific things. Point number one, what are the different kind of motorcycle jackets? The material, the construct, the design, the fit. Number two, we're going to talk about where can you find these motorcycle jackets? Number three, what is the kind of money that you should spend on these motorcycle jackets? And number four, what is the maximum protection that you can get out of these motorcycle jackets? So stay tuned. We are going to go through this very fast. And if you have any queries, you know where to put them. All right. So the first motorcycle jacket that we're going to talk about is this denim Cordura slash textile jacket. Now I've got this jacket. This is one of my favorite jackets. Not one of, this is my favorite jacket. And I have seen a lot of people putting an eye on this jacket. Now this is a jacket by Speedy. No promotions. All right. But this is 100% Cordura, double stitched, double layered. So, it's abrasion resistant. It has C2 level on shoulders and on the elbows. And it does not have a back protector, but you can always put it in. I have customized this jacket. It's a beautiful jacket. And the most important part of this jacket is it's a great fit. And hence, when you wear it, it feels like a second skin. This is what a good textile jacket so you're supposed to have. Now this jacket will not have a lot of what do I call it, a lot of wind, or should I say a lot of ventilation, but this has a lot of protection. It's good for most of the weathers. I've ridden it in peak 50 degrees in India. I've ridden with a layer in winters. Works great. As I said, because there is a lot of wind deflection, it works great. And it works for my super sports, it works for my adventure, it works on a lot of other jackets. Now, talking about textile jackets, there are other jackets too, which are specifically created for adventure riders, which are also made for um, uh, rally riders and a lot of other riders. For example, they are also made for classic bikers, something like a scrambler or something. Uh, Great jackets, you can purchase them. Um, Given the fact it has a CE2 level armor. Because it is abrasion resistant, but what they do is in most of the textile jackets I've seen, they don't give a lot of impact protectors. All right, the second kind of jacket that we're going to talk about is the traditional leather jacket. I have this perforated version because, of course, I'm in India, but the pure leather jackets have always been my fancy. They've always fancied me. I've always had them. I've always worn them, be it the most heated seasons, which is close to 49, 50 degrees, or the colder seasons. I've always had these. I've had different brands. I've had Alpine Stars, I've had Dainese, but take anything. But nothing can compare to leather jacket because the abrasion resistant and the impact resistance that these jackets give you, nothing can beat them. However, I always prefer that you have four protectors, the basic protectors: the elbow, the shoulders, the back, and the chest. Very important. So you can never go wrong with a great leather jackets. Be it any brand. I don't endorse any brand, but get a leather jacket for yourself. Do yourself a favor. This brings me to point number two. Where can we get these jackets? Everywhere now. Gone are the days where I come from, where you had to order everything and it had to come after 2 to 3 months from outside India, perhaps Europe or perhaps US. Someone had to hand carry them, or you had to get it through some vendor, which would take a lot of custom duty and blah blah blah. It still happens, but that was the only option then. Now you have a lot of brands that have come in. For example, Dainese is officially here. For example, Alpine Star is here, Spidey is here, Tai Chi is here. And even Indian brands are doing great. For example, Rhinox and all these brands are doing great, and they're also creating now all kind of jackets for you. The third kind of jacket that we're going to talk about is the mesh slash elastane slash armor jacket. Now, the benefit of this jacket is this is very snug, always very snug, because this has to fit, the armor has to fit your body. But you should not ideally wear it as a standalone jacket. It should always be worn under an abrasion resistant jacket, because this is great for impact protection, but uh, for abrasion, it has nothing, to be very honest. So, ideally, adventure riders or even motorcycle, sport tourers wear this, but they wear something on top of this, um, like a textile jacket, perhaps, or something. The armors can do great for this, but relevant for almost 70% of the season. And also, it gives you great comfort. It's not those bad mesh that has been attached to armors which other brands give. This is really good. You can actually you can wear it as standalone. I've worn it as standalone for a couple of times, and it looks great. All right, now this is the fourth jacket. This is the mesh jacket, and I love it for its versatility. Now, this basically is the best jacket when it comes to protection, plus ventilation, plus features. I think overall in the motorcycle industry, especially in India, this form of jacket, this material of jacket has had the most innovations, because now you have motorcycle jackets with mesh, even with humps and knee slide and elbow sliders and shoulder sliders and God knows what. But I think this jacket is great if you even if you are a sports rider, if you are a sports tourer, if you're an adventure rider, if you are a classic retro rider. I always prefer this when it comes to versatility, not the protection. It's not at the top, obviously, but then of course it's not at the bottom as well. Now let's very quickly talk about value for money. Now, everything comes under the bridge and under the scrutiny when you talk about value for money. Everything's fine, all the materials, all the protection, everything is great. But when you compare it against the money that you would spend on that kind of motorcycle jacket, everything takes a turn. Most brands talk about protection does not have a cost. Your life does not have a cost. Yes, life does not have a cost, but what you're wearing does have a cost. You are making me buy this. You have put a cost on this. Now, there has to be standardization on this. Unfortunately, it's not there in this industry. But then, of course, you'll have to do your own research and understand what is the right cost for you. In that sense, what you have to do is you have to understand what are the bare minimums that I need, and hence your research, and hence I am trying to help you where how to get it. You need a triple A rated or at least a double A rated jacket. Can be textile, it can be mesh, it can be leather, it can be armor, whatever it is, or it can even be a jeans denim or whatever. A bare minimums double A, triple A being the highest. I have an entire video in which I've shared. It has around 12,000 views. It's a good video. You can go and watch it. I'll put the link in the description. You can go and see what kind of protection do you need at a bare minimum. And basis that, you can go either for an Indian brand or for an offshoot of an Indian brand or an international brand, which obviously will cost you more. But then it again depends upon your kind of choices. Also, there has been always some questions on, do I really need elbow sliders? Do I really need the hump? If you ask me, no, you don't. Not on the streets. Also, let me tell you something. All these motorcycle jackets, whatever you may buy, the value for money just not comes from the protection it gives you, but also from the longevity. If you take care of your motorcycle jackets, they will give you a better protection for a longer amount of time, hence getting the better ROI. So you need to take care of your jackets, condition them, polish them, wash them, whatever is relevant to whatever kind of textile. This is it for today. I hope you like the video. Please like, share, and subscribe to the channel. I need those subscription numbers. Uh, and if you have any queries, as I said in the beginning of this video, let me know in the comments below and I will answer them all. Till the next time we meet. Cheers.